This is one of the most disturbing Christmas stories I've ever learned about, and it took place in 1929. Shortly before Christmas, a man named Charlie Lawson took his wife and their 7 children into town. He bought them all new clothes and even had a formal family portrait taken. For a working-class rural family at that time, this was extremely unusual, and many people later believed it was a sign that something had already been planned. On the afternoon of Christmas Day, tragedy struck. Charlie waited near the family's tobacco barn as 2 of his daughters were leaving to visit relatives. They never made it there. After that, he returned to the house where the rest of his family was. What followed was the loss of his wife and all of the children who were still there, including the youngest, who was only a few months old. After everything was over, Charlie left the house and went into the nearby woods. Hours later, his life also ended there. The only survivor was his eldest son, Arthur, who was 16 years old. Charlie had sent him on an errand just before the events began, and that decision spared his life. When neighbors arrived and authorities began to investigate, they found the family members carefully positioned, their arms crossed, with stones placed beneath their heads. Many people had already gathered at the property by the time a final sound from the woods confirmed what had happened. A police officer who was with Arthur followed the sound and discovered Charlie near a tree, along with letters addressed to his parents. Footprints circling the tree suggested he had been there for some time beforehand. Nearly a century later, the reason behind Charlie Lawson's actions remains unknown. The case stands as one of the darkest and most unsettling tragedies ever tied to Christmas, leaving behind questions that were never answered.